Crush Wednesday. Happy birthday to Bonfire. It is a wonderful, blessed day. The party vibes are here today. I'm so excited. Hello, Kimberly, Wendy, Lynn, Dynamite Donna. We are all here celebrating life. And I raise my green juice to Bonfire Bonnie. Happy birthday. Today is a very special day. An extremely high vibrational day because it's Woman Crush Wednesday and it's Bonfire Bonnie's birthday, the CEO of Fun, and we are definitely, let me raise my other glass, manifesting it. Today's jolt is going to be so impactful. You're going to want to take notes. You're going to want to save this. You're going to want to revisit this video and watch it again and again and again. Okay, queens, let's go straight into it. Haste makes waste. Hello, Bonnie. I'm so happy you're here. Happy birthday. We love you. Your gift is in the mail. So let me know when you get it. All right. We love you. We celebrate you. And we're so blessed to have you. And just happiest of happiest birthdays. You are just amazing. I could go on and on and on. All right, everyone, take a big sip of oxygen. I get so excited. So we're going to get right into this jolt. Haste makes waste. We're going to stop the knee-jerk reactions, okay? Silence is so loud when someone asks you a question that is out of line or not important, and it states that my time is important to really me, and it's so important I'm not even going to stop to respond because I am up here while you're down here. See, the ant army is down here. You're a giraffe. You have a long neck. You're a VIP queen. You're vibrating up here. You're in the jets riding first class. Well, they're there, scoot, scoot, scoot on a little tricycle. Do you understand the metaphor? So sometimes you don't have to respond. In our September chapter, I have a whole section dedicated to power chess moves. Some of the best chess players, they see not moving, not responding as a power move, okay? So don't nickel and dime yourself into energy debt by the end of the day, responding to everyone's, pardon my French, buffoonery. You are poised. You're here. Your time is important. So sometimes when you don't respond, that silence echoes back and it lets them marinate. Yes, write down that word. They marinate and think, wow, what did I say to her that she went radio silent on me? Exactly. Let them marinate in their own buffoonery. Let them ping back that negative energy that they sent out, or the passive aggressive. That's a big one. See, we're all adults here, but emotionally we're functioning as a kindergartner, and a lot of times people give us that passive aggressive silent guilt trip, that shame. They don't want us to feel good. Well, guess what? Game over. Game over, because we're VIP queens and we have reclaimed and unleashed our VIP power. A person who suffers from knee-jerk reactions, they're not flourishing. Write that word down and say it. I am flourishing. What does it mean to be flourishing? It means that you finally got out of, okay, there's a line right here. Before becoming a VIP queen, maybe you were doing knee-jerk reactions, responding to everyone's bait that wanted to get you entangled into a spider web. Listen, listening ears on. And you're always in a defensive mood. You're defending, you're defending, you're defending, you're defending. That is exhausting. When you have to always be defending yourself, you can't flourish. It's like an inner city school child that has to just fight for another day, find another meal, find a clean pair of shoes, of clothes. They're not going to be able to learn because they're just defending. They're just surviving. They're not flourishing. Okay, so think about that. We take so much for granted. I want you to get out of that defensive mode and start flourishing. How can you start flourishing? Understand the triggers and the tripwires that other people are putting in front of you, including yourself. Okay, don't make quick people judgments as well. All right, we're not going to be paranoid. We're going to be pronoid. Everything is working in your honor. Flip it. Don't repress emotions. That's a big one. The more you repress, the more you're going to feel. Feel it, allow yourself to feel it, and guess what? Then you just want to flush it. You just want to flush it. You want to flip it. Okay, I feel it. All right, acknowledge it. And then let it go. Let it go so you can grow. Share out this video. Someone needs to hear this video. We are live. It is BIG big. And I cannot wait to tell you about this next point right now. Sadly enough, well-dressed women, they have the picket fence, the beautiful home, food in the fridge. Everything is all hunky-dory, but inside, they're being bullied. And they're bullying themselves. They're letting other people bully them. They are harassed on this low-grade level. They're being mocked. You know, feelings and emotions are being played with. And no wonder women are losing it. But I'm here to help you stop that vicious cycle. And none of that knee-jerk reaction, because guess what? That ball will be in your court. I want you not to fumble the ball with a knee-jerk reaction. I want you to slam dunk it. I want you to have clarity. I want you to have conviction. I want you to be excited about all the beautiful things that you can attract. So we're going from knee-jerk reactions when triggered to flourishing. Who here wants to flourish? I want to know. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me if you want to flourish right now. Tell me right now if you're indeed flourishing, because that's what it's about. Say, I'm flourishing, coach. I'm flourishing. I am flourishing. I'm like a floral arrangement. I'm flourishing. Hello. And I am ever expanding in my awesome VIP power. Remove all toxic energy from your life, from your work, your home, your recreation. I know some women hated going out because they were going to be made fun of on a subconscious level. They didn't feel like they were going to click with the click, right? What I love about our group is that, yes, we all are friends, but we really don't have any clicks. It's like we are all respectful and loving to each other. Special shout out to Lynn Dorman. I love you. She's amazing. She reached out to me yesterday, and she is phenomenal. Lynn is doing so good. Anytime someone needs to talk to me, connect with me, reach out to me, DM me, text me, call me. I'm here. And listen, flourishing is similar to having optimal well-being. My power word for the seismic power shift September to Remember month is optimize. And optimize, sister to brother word, is optimal. Optimal well-being. It includes experiencing positive emotions as well as good and mental health, gratitude, random acts of kindness, and volunteering. That's why when you give a $50 gift card, you sponsor a giveaway, you're volunteering, you're flourishing, you're sending the vibe out to the tribe. I'm doing good. I can afford $50 to give to another female in this tribe. You're sending out a message to the universe. I'm flourishing. Oh, I got to chill with that one. I can afford it. I have enough. And when the universe sees that, when your higher power sees that, you receive more. You're sending out the universe. I can handle more. My cup runneth over. I am giving out to receive. I am paying it forward. This is huge. You can struggle to flourish if you don't like yourself. So I need you right now to do your mirror work. I need you to do your mirror work, whether it's in your cell phone, in your shower. I love the shower because I'm in my birthday suit. I have it here from the neck up, and I go straight in there, and I just, nothing on. I'm just emotionally naked, and I just say, you know what, JNL, Jennifer, I'm going to fight for you. And not only that, I'm going to keep myself strong so I can motivate these queens. Thank you to everyone that reaches out to me saying, Coach JNL, how are you? You're doing a great job motivating all these women. How do you do it? Ages, different sizes, different goals, different, nutritional goals, different life. How do you do it? And you just say, wow, that means a lot to me, because you know what? You say, JNL is a human too. How does she mentally encompass all of these women's wants, needs, and orchestrate them that they all get along and there's no bad energy? That is what I tell myself in the mirror, that I'm going to be strong enough mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically to lead these women to victory, that I want to be your number one coach. I'm not going to be letting you fumble the ball on your playing field of life, okay? So right now, I want you to stop struggling to like yourself. And listen, I want you to really reverse all negative self-talk by flipping it, okay? We're going to flip it, and we're going to embrace our best, highest VIP queen versions of ourselves. How do you do that? You increase your self-compassion. All right, queens, optimism can be learned. Say it. Optimism can be learned. Listen, If you've got mental illness in your family, if you've got some type of depression, anxiety, doubt that runs in your lineage, well, you can stop that right now, because say it, optimism can be learned. The authentic happiness theory, and there's a well-being theory. Yes, there's two theories, the authentic happiness theory and well-being theories. Happiness is a function of PERMA, P-E-R-M-A, PERMA, okay? Do you like my beautiful graph? P is for positive emotions. E is for engagement. You've got to stay engaged. Okay, that's why our community is so powerful. Positive relationships. That's what we're doing here, Queens. We have positive relationships. Meaning, what is the meaning of your life? What is the meaning of your life? I want to know. I want to know what is the meaning of your life. Acknowledgement, when people acknowledge you. We're doing all of that PERMA here in our group. Positive emotions. I jolt your emotions. I'd say, you better get flippin' happy. Don't make me come through this TV, this laptop, this phone to make you happy, because I will. I will squeeze the happiness out of you. Engagement, keeping you engaged. Red carpet on Friday, you better show up. If not, you better show up, watch a replay. Do your side of the work. I show up at 200%. All I ask is that you show up with 50%. I'll take it. Okay, and then you get from the baby shoes, you get onto the tricycle, then you get on the bicycle, then you get in the Ferrari, then you're going in the Lamborghini, and then you're on a jet and you're up here. And I'm like, yes, I kick-started you, gave you that motivational kick in the butt, because some of y'all were stuck in a rut. Don't go back to that rut. If I find you in that rut, you don't want to see what's going to happen if I find you in that rut. After all of our hustle and the muscle, getting everybody up and going, getting everybody all jolted, you're going to slide back down to the bottom of the hill when we're up here saying, what's she doing down there? Don't tell me I got to leave this mountaintop to go down here, there and get her. You feel me? Am I talking straight today? I need you to get your backpack on. I need you to throw your backpack 10 steps up so you will go get that backpack and it has your life in it. Okay? That's straight, uncensored, uncut, unadulterated, unbridled power coaching. When you sit down and you start marinating any kind of subtle residual depression, you're telling all your loved ones, you're not good enough for me. You're wasting my time. And you always there for me. You know what? It wasn't enough for me. You can't act like that. You got to get real with yourself and you got to show up. Did you know that Abraham Lincoln and Winston Churchill were very deep depressives? Yes, do your science, do your history research, and science proves that they cracked their own code. Did you know Abraham Lincoln attempted to commit suicide? One of the greatest leaders of our time in 1841. Yeah, and he was one of the greatest leaders of our time. He almost killed himself. Hello, wake up. This is real. Guess what he did, though? He said, nope, I've got greater in me. Okay, Winston Churchill, also a massive depression. They had the dark dog following them. They had that dark cloud following them, but they were able to optimize and say, look, that's a weakness, but I'm going to focus on my strengths. I'm going to be a great leader, and I'm going to lead victory for these massive people, and I'm going to shape and shift history for the better. They didn't sit in their bed and have a pity party. They got up, they got themselves off, and they led others to victory. That is huge. They had this biological underpinning for depression. Well, guess what, Queens? They didn't have that knee-jerk reaction where, no, they didn't cry victim. They got up and they handled their business. Okay, so I want you to know that they were able to remove those blocks, crack their code, and flip it. They were flipping it. Back in the day, they were flipping it. So we can do it too. And guess what? They didn't have the science and research of positive psychology and motivation and all of this self-help that we take for granted. They didn't have that back then. Okay, so if they can do it, you can do it, Queens. Right now, I want you to do this fun work. Write this down. This is your fun work for every night. Every night, I want you to audit your day. You're going to ask yourself this empowering question. What went well today? You're going to make the what went well today list. Okay, it takes 5 minutes and it's empowering and it's very powerful. You're going to ask yourself, what went well today? And then you're going to say, oh, that went well, that went well. And then you're going to say why. And you're going to see how you set yourself up for success. I was prepared. I took the time to get my things ready. I communicated very well. I wasn't passive aggressive. I didn't give in to people's passive aggressive bait. You're not a fish. You're not a dead fish on a slab. You don't need to go into that passive aggressive bait, okay? And guess what? I want you to make that list of everything that went well today. Think about this. Listening ears on, listen, and attention up. Everyone will stop their entire day to tell you what went wrong. Do you believe this went wrong? That went wrong. But guess what? Let me flip it. No one will stop and say, this went right. This was amazing. Did you know that I went to this and did that and it was awesome? Everyone got along. It was harmonious. There was synergy. That's 1 + 1 = 11, where there's, the sums are greater than their parts. That you need to stop and always say, not what went wrong, but what right. And if you are around those fault finders that are in that knee-jerk reaction, this went wrong, you need to get away from those fault finders, because they're going to find fault in you. And the last thing you need right now when you're on your success track is having people around you that are going to look for that dent in your armor. Okay? They're going to try to find that little scratch in your stone in your crown. And that's not good energy in your life. No wonder people are depressed. They're allowing themselves to have that type of energy around them. And I have eradicated that long ago. And right now, if you really enjoyed this jolt, I want you to put some fire in the chat box. And I want you to know that I got great news for you. You can, this is the word of the day, you can ameliorate. Ameliorate. What does ameliorate mean? Does anyone know what the word ameliorate means? AMELIORATE. Ameliorate. That means to not entirely eliminate. You've got to become at peace with your weaknesses, like Abraham Lincoln did, Winston Churchill, some of the greatest leaders. They ameliorated their biological underpinnings to being depressed. And they acknowledged it, and they said, you know what, I'm not going to let this make me. I'm going to ameliorate it, which is I'm going to diminish it by not focusing on it and focusing on my strengths of being a great leader, of shaping history, of being a good person, and not let that rule my life and rule my personality and my characteristics. I want you to ameliorate anything in your life and optimize your energy so you focus on your strengths, not your negative characteristics. Because the more you sift and ameliorate out the negative things in your characteristics, the less knee-jerk reactions, then you're going to have more control. Self-mastery is what I'm saying here. 2 words, self-mastery. I taught myself how to ameliorate negative emotions, waves, this, that, and the other, through exercise, gratitude. These are some of my own ways that I ameliorated myself as a woman and as a human being. Fitness, working out, dopamine, getting your rest, gratitude, always saying thank you, being kind to myself, being aware when the dark clouds would come in and say, what caused that? Let me get rid of that trigger myself, and really mastering. Yes, thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you so much. So I want you to know that you can't magically remove all those negative emotions. So be at peace with that. Okay? You're human. And don't get so absorbed in that. If you feel a little tinge of anxiety, worry, that's normal. That's a good thing. Those are wired in your brain to protect you. But don't let it consume you. Ameliorate it, okay? I take that energy and I flip it like a Jedi ninja master, Luke Skywalker energy here, and little, Yoda energy. And I say, okay, I feel that. Let me use that as a power, as gasoline in my tank to do something. You touch the stove, you feel pain in the heat, right? You feel pain from the heat. That's a signal, don't touch that. If you're feeling pain in your life, that's telling you, fix that. Hello, fix that. You have the power to fix anything in your life. You're not a pushover. And so don't play dead. Don't make me go over there and get that dead fish on a slab. Don't play dead. You're alive and you have another day to kick butt. Hello, Elizabeth. Yes, Sarah. Am I hitting the head? Am I hitting the nail on the head here? Because right now, when I look at my 20 years of serving the fitness industry, and I look at, it's not about all the accolades. I don't list my accolades. I don't need to, but I know that that is because I have cracked my code and I've mastered myself. And I know that you are doing it because you're winners and you're here. So right now, self-discipline begins with the mastery of your thoughts. If you don't control what you think, you can't control what you are and what you do. So remember, haste makes waste. We're going to stop the knee-jerk reactions. Be poised with passion and purpose, okay? So I want to say this. In wrapping up, you got to check in with your beliefs. Your belief system, your BS, can be either good or bad. So get rid of the bad BS and plug in the good belief system. That's why I am just entrenched with, my let's manifest it mantras, my let's flip it mantras here. It's very important that we always stay positive and say, yes, I can. Did you know that the best of the best have 10,000 hours behind their craft? So queens, enjoy the journey. I'm going to tell you what grit is. Grit is high persistence, not just persistence, high persistence, relentless persistence, matched with high passion for your objective. That's grit. Sadly enough, the people out today have been babied. They have this sense of entitlement. They don't want to work for it. They want to cry about it. Well, I'm here to tell you, I'm bringing back the real heroes that are inside of all of us and awakening them. That's what we're doing here in our JNL VIP online coaching program. There's a hero. There's a shiro inside of you. So get that grit, high persistence, passionless persistence. That's the rat race, okay? I want to say this. The rat race. How many of you know people on the rat race? They're working, they're working, they're working. I got to get there. I have get there itis. I want it now itis. I want it now. I am just so rat race. Look at me. Look at me. I'm like a gerbil on a wheel going nowhere fast. They're not happy. They're not happy doing it. Okay. That is the rat race. That is passionless persistence. I see a lot of people like that in my industry. That might lead to achievement, but it's joyless and it's anxious achievement. I'm frazzled. I need to get it now. It's like they're looking for a drug and they can't get that fix. They can't get that hit. No, let me just tell you how to do it the right way. But true grit, the kind that equals and measures passion and persistence, is a solid strategy for both success and happiness. And it's something we can easily foster in ourselves and even then pass it on to our children and our children's children. So that's how you find and fuel your passion. Here's a shocking fact. And I want to tell you this because it's going to help you throughout the day. You're going to want to remember this one. Self-discipline outpredicts IQ for academic success by a factor of 2. What does that mean? Self-discipline outpredicts IQ for academic success by a factor of 2. So work on your self-discipline. That means someone that went to Harvard, Yale, somewhere, Ivy League, you're going to be able to outwork them, outperform them through your self-discipline. That's huge. That's what we're instilling here. That's a column in our table that supports our VIP queenology, if you will, that you're going to be self-disciplined, all right? So self-discipline, where does it start? It doesn't start with, I'm going to work hard. It starts with here, the mastery of your thoughts. So you got to control what you think so you can control what you do. So right there, queens, you can stop the knee-jerk reactions. You can be poised with purpose, with grit. And when you're not in the rat race, you are achieving with joy. Yes? I want to give you all a big round of applause. This was a powerful jolt. I'm giving you more wisdom in less time. And it's like a fire hydrant. And because we don't have a lot of time. Okay? And that's the truth of it. We've seen, I want to give another very heartwarming condolences to all of our UK and British friends in the UK and Great Britain for losing their queen just like that. It really is shocking. I have a very strong game face because as a leader, I want to, but it really is inside affected me because just like that, someone very precious can be taken away. So right now, as your coach, I'm giving you more wisdom in less time, max results in minimum time because you can do it. I want you to collapse time. If you want to go from point A to point Z, you don't need to do all this and do this. No, you can, I'm there right now. Okay, Queen? So happy Woman Crush Wednesday. Let's do this. I want you to know that we are growing, but really it's almost like invitation only for my group. I do a broad invitation for people to sign up at jnlvipsignup.com, but I am looking for a certain caliber and strong-minded woman that is here, but she's ready to take it there, and she's ready to be a team player. So if you really connected with my power message today and my power coaching, check out jnlvipsignup.com. If you want more out of your life, if you believe in yourself, if you're ready to challenge yourself, I warmly invite you to join. If you're not there yet mentally or emotionally, hey, check back in a little bit. But I'm looking for that VIP queen that has that Shiro inside of her and she's ready to take her life to the next level. You know, if you're not there yet mentally, emotionally, that's okay. That's your journey. I'm not judging anyone, but I'm looking to find women that are going to add to our academy, if you will, or our VIP party. So check out jnlvipsignup.com. All right, Queens, this Friday, we're doing a great red carpet with Bonnie Barton and beautiful Jessica Town. It's going to be phenomenal. And happy birthday again to Bonfire. We have so much to celebrate, Queens. I'm so grateful. And let's get this party started. I'm going to see you now in our workout link. Let's do this. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Liz Golly. Thank you, everyone that tuned in. Let's do this. Woo! I love you, Queens. Yay.